매일 열차를 타고서도 돌아가지 못하는 거야.
Alright, everything should be setting up. Yes, we are streaming right now. Great. Great stuff. Where is that chat? Where is that chat that I can never see? Because there we go. Couldn't find the YouTube chat for a second. I had it in a different tab and I couldn't find it for a second. My brain had to take a minute to actually figure out where it was. But we have it here and we can actually start playing. So alright, hello everybody. Welcome to some Limbus company. They brought out a new event which I'm excited about and wanted to play, so that's why we're here. I've mainly decided when it comes to Limbus Company to focus on events and all that. I just do not have it in me to constantly farm the mirror dungeon, even though I will say I've been farming it a lot more frequently for a while now. Which I'm happy about, because I do really like this game, and I noticed after Kanto 7 that I probably do want to put a bit more effort into building my team up, because otherwise I'm gonna hit a hard wall at some point, and I don't want that, because I want to keep seeing the story and be able to do all these events as they happen. I'm not entirely sure if you have to have completed all the Kantos to participate in the events. I'm pretty sure you do, which I can't be entirely against that decision, but I also don't think it's a smart decision to stop people from participating in the events unless they're fully up to date with the story. For me, it's not a problem because I love Limbus Company's story, so I'll be up to date for the most part, but how many gacha players actually play the game for the story, right? I know for a fact that when it comes to something like FGO, a lot of players are not up to date to the story. Partially because a lot of FGO story is trash, but, you know, I don't think it's a problem yet, because from what I'm seeing, the core Limbus Company player base is just fans that will actually, you know, want to read the story and everything, but I don't know, man, like, it might make new players not all too happy, not too keen, forcing them to just participate in the story. And it's not even like you get a ton for completing the story. Yeah, you get some lunacy, which, yeah, is nice, but aside from that, you don't get any tickets or any special reward from completing Kantos. Maybe that's something they should implement, like with FGO, where if you complete, fuck, what were they called in FGO again? Whatever, story chapters, maybe grand orders, I don't fucking know. Singularities, that's the word. So in FGO, if you complete a singularity, which is the equivalent of a Kanto in Limbus Company, you get a servant. You get a servant and a bunch of other stuff. That might be something, give people that haven't been up to date a reason to finish the Kantos, you know, make it feel not as, oh, I'm doing this because I want to be up to date. I don't actually know if this is a general complaint with people, but because I've been up to date with Limbus Company for a while now, but just giving some advice there. Not sure if it's actually needed. Alright, so I've actually really wanted to play this event for a while now, but because I wanted to stream it, I couldn't immediately do it. As you see, I already have... Sorry, I'm just listening to the music. It'd be looking good. It's sounding good. Also, I really do love this over here. This is just a really cool fucking, what would you call it, banner. It's just really fucking cool. And also, I want one of those hoodies, like, desperately. When I saw them, I was like, damn. They better be making merch of that, and they better be allowing it to be shipped to Europe, because I want that. Yeah, damn. This is some good music. Let's see what the event bonus units are. Got Yisang, which I already checked the Yisang units. The Yisang unit and the Fout one, and they're fine. I absolutely adore Faust with the ponytail, but I don't really feel like they're amazing from what I've seen. They work on the assumption you get a bunch of stuff if they die, which I preferably rather not have my units die. I'm sure you can do something with it, but it's just not my scene. Maybe if they have some sort of revive mechanic or anything else like that, the units might be fucking great. Who knows? But for me, just not for me. So I'm not gonna roll for these units. To be fair, when have I rolled for units? At any point, right? I'm basically just waiting for that one unit I really desperately want, and then I'll just go for that. It might actually happen during the Arc Knight / Limbus Company event, because I do like Arc Knight. I don't actively play it anymore because it became way too fucking grindy. And while I don't think the gameplay is poor, because I do actually quite like tower defense, it just starts to get kind of boring after a while. And at this point, I've just decided for myself, I'll play Arc Knight when I feel like it and not force myself to log in every day just for those bonuses. You know, not put any pressure on me for a gacha game of all things. Also, I did not expect Mersault to be under 190. I always forget when it comes to fiction that most people are fairly short. It might be because of the country I live in, my people are fairly tall. So 190 wouldn't be considered, well, it wouldn't be considered tall. It would just be considered average height for a male in my country. So when you see Mersault towering over everybody, I just expect him to be at least 2 meters or so. Something like that, like a little bit above 2 meters, but that's just my own, you know, my own feelings. But yeah, everybody's so tiny, like dang. Like, for example, my sister is about, not as tall as Roya, but close to it. Like, she isn't above 180, she's probably close to 180. She's probably 180, maybe slightly tinier, so... Let's see... no, fuck, Gregory's tiny as hell, he's just 170, this is kind of crazy. Yeah, no. Nobody really that close. Also, fucking St. Clair is barely 160, that's crazy. Jesus. Alright, well, let's keep going. Let's see. I don't know what the story is about. I've actually fought in the mirror dungeon, I don't know, floor that's based on this. I don't know what to call it on this event, but I haven't actually played the event itself. So I do think I know the boss. Also, I'll be back in a second because apparently my bladder decided that now is the time I have to pee instead of before the stream. So I'll be back in a second. Damn bladder. Alright, let's get this started. Oh, shit. I accidentally turned off the game sound instead of my mic. I didn't say anything dumb anyway, so it doesn't matter. Could you imagine, though? Alright, so I left my... I still can't pronounce... Enkplaflin. I left that the way it is, mainly because I'm not sure if... Fuck. Burp. I feel like I have to burp. Because I feel like... Brain, work with me here. Because I'm not sure if I actually have to use that or... Yeah, no, I do have to use that. That's good. So, oh, not what I wanted to do. So, we'll see how far we can get today with the ink that we have. I'm not sure how many stages there are. I would have preferred to be able to get that Yisang immediately, but I only have 250, so... We're gonna have to do a little bit of stages before that. 5, apparently. Oh, there are 14 stages, and if all of them are 20, then we're not gonna be able to do everything, but we'll be able to do a good 7 of them, which is that's over half, which is pretty good. Alright, let's see. Yeah. Oh, I also built a Tremor team that I mainly use for mirror dungeons, because as you can see, they are not leveled up in the slightest. I have them uptied to 3 and some to 4. And yes, I know, this isn't a great Tremor team overall, because I don't have the best ideas, but I honestly just decided that, yeah, I'm not gonna have the best ideas regardless, because I barely pull, and I don't use the season pass, so I don't get enough shards to get a crap ton of IDs. So at some point you just gotta have to be like, yeah, I'm just gonna do what I'm just gonna use the things I have. And I'm still planning to upgrade my charge team until I fully switch over to maybe Tremor or Poise, as you can see. Maybe Bleed, because I did actually get that one Dawn that came out. La Manchelan Dawn, because I really liked that, how she looked. But yeah, I only really have to get, I think, two more identities and 1 ego for my charge team to be fairly finished. That's the multi-crack Faust and maybe our Corp Ishmael, but I'm not entirely sure about Ishmael, because she mainly, like, she does a decent amount of damage, but she mainly inflicts sync, so I don't know how well she would fit with any of my team. But yeah, let's see, I'm just gonna deselect everything. I do want multi-crack Faust though, because she perfectly fuels Fluid Sac, and yeah, I know, Fluid Sac is a bit of a training wheels and all that, but fuck it, man. Like, I do not want to bother figuring out every fucking boss in this game, because you have to read an entire book to actually understand the boss, which, you know, might bother some, but my god, this is a gacha game, and while I love to delve into mechanics, it's not like Limbus' company has bad mechanics. I can see people really enjoying it, but my fucking god. My fucking god. At one point you're just like, holy shit, please just ease up a little bit on the text. Also, Limbus company isn't the best at translating, I think, so a lot of the text might not be accurate, but we're not gonna get into that. Alright, so I think what we're gonna do is actually put Mersault first, or maybe, actually let's put Faust first, then Mersault. Then we'll put, let's see, we need to get 6 of them, so we need 4 more, which would be Otis, Dawn, yeah, Otis, Dawn, Ryushi, Heathcliff. Yeah, these 4 basically. Those are the 4 we want. I'm just thinking, because Ryushi's, I don't know what it does, but Ryushi has a mechanic where you do more damage. A character can do more damage depending on the charge they have and all that, but it works in the opposite direction, so the 6th member will get that first. So I do want my highest damaging members to be in the back, which I'm not sure if I would want that to be Dawn or Ryushi. I do know that Rip Space does slightly more damage than Ryushi's DDD-ER, so I'll probably go with Dawn. But Multicrack does decent damage too. Well, we know that we'll not have you in the back, even though you do have some damaging skills. Guess we're gonna go this way. Alright. And then... I think we're gonna have Rhodia, Daviat Rhodia, whom I'm really like. Like, I really like her kit. I like how she works, even though I don't think it works as well with Sinclair. But I really like her kit, and I hope we get more of the Deviat, where you can build a team around Deviat where they just all constantly switch out. I think that would be really fucking cool. Then we'll do Ishmael, because she's good at low sanity clashing. She's just straight up really good regardless. Honestly, I could probably make a sort of hybrid charge sync team. Not totally hybrid, but... then we'll go with you, because you have Rupture, which I think Rhodia is also decent at, so they could maybe work out decently together. I don't think G-Corp Gregor has Rupture, but I keep thinking he does. Does he, though? This is my only identity I've actually left up for Gregor, which I find kind of sad, because that dude was my favorite sinner in the beginning, and while I still like the guy, he's fallen off on my skill a little bit. Partially because his Kanto was the first, so it was gonna be not as good as what it is now. I really do hope he gets a side interfollow or something to really get into him more, like Rodian got. His mother is the big bad, right? So I reckon that it might. Also, I have him on this one mainly because I want to see the guy smile. Also, funny thing I noticed when I was looking at the Limbus Company wiki, but when it comes to appearance, the first sentence is an incredibly handsome man, and I found that hilarious, not because I think Gregor is ugly, but because I just like the fact that some guy that wrote the wiki was like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie about it, Gregor is incredibly handsome. Oh no, he is Rupture, alright. I could maybe make a decent Rupture team up here. I have 3 Rupture identities. And we'll do you, and then finally we'll end it with Los Mariachi Sinclair. Still like this guy. Honestly, it's mainly his design, but also his killer fates. Sinclair has saved my ass a couple of times, so... Alright, let's do this. I doubt it will be super tough. From what I've seen of the boss in the Mirror Dungeon, it might be a bit of a pain, but hopefully, if I actually bother reading his passives and all that, we'll be able to defeat this boss without much problem. And yes, I didn't bother reading his passives because fuck it. In the Mirror Dungeon, I'm literally just tuning my brain off, mostly. It's kind of funny because I think Mirror Dungeons are really close to being fun, but they just don't quite hit the mark. I don't know if it's because you're expected to play these Mirror Dungeons so much, but they are missing something to actively make them fun. I don't know what though. Honestly, I think maybe something fun they could do with it is that instead of using your own identities for making a Mirror Dungeon, doing a Mirror Dungeon run, you can choose to take random identities. Just random identities that maybe to like go through a Mirror Dungeon. I think that would actually be kind of fun, because then you can test out identities and actually see which ones you might want, right? So it's both a advertisement for the identities that you might not have, so getting people to roll more or just extract more, while also being more fun because you have something new each run. Now, I'm not saying that you should take away the possibility of making your own team do the Mirror Dungeon run, but maybe, I don't know, give something extra for people that will go with the random route, right? Something like that. Or maybe a Mirror Dungeon run where you can only use your friend's identity. Something like that. Just anything like that. Just something to really spice it up. And even then, I don't know how long that would keep it fun, but I think having random teams or random identities that you have to work with could be pretty fun. Like, maybe you'll get Sunflower Heathcliff and have to rebuild your entire strategy around his fucking passive because it's terrible, right? Something like that. Just saying, it could be fun. Maybe you have team teams, because even if we're doing my idea of having random identities, the makers of the game could make teams allowing players to actually see how some mechanics work, because like me, a lot of players in Limbus Company don't bother reading shit. So just saying, it could be a fun idea. Idea. I look from beyond the glass window as the sinners battle furiously inside the large indoor area. Do I actually have my sound on? I do. All right. I made that mistake once, never again. Yeah, I'm still streaming. Good. I'm just checking everything real quick before I solidly get started, because I'm a little absolutely terrified that I'll fuck something up. It happened after a We Were Here Together stream that I streamed for 8 hours, and then it just ended up not having any sound. That really hurt me, because I was really happy with that stream, but I've already told you guys this, so I'm not gonna bore you with that. Alright, let's do this. You damn imbeciles! What's the point of everyone rushing at the same enemy that's already staggered and nearly dead? Stress relief? Faust had attacked that entity first. The blame lies flatly with the other delayed decisions. Apologies, yet concerned was I that to not dispose swiftly of that foe would. I think this is a great show of teamwork. I had no idea how hopeless the sinners were in battle without my commands. Oh, okay. Apparently we're going this route. Damn it! Why won't any of you listen to my orders? Oi! Eugenius' orders was how the last head ended up dangling from 1/4 of a neck. I really wish I could just say oi to someone that pissed me off. Being like, oi, you little fuck! Something like that. Good and though, I'm too polite. Too polite indeed. It was a necessary sacrifice to gain an edge in battle. Who's the last, actually? I think that's how Heathcliff names Don Quixote. Worry thee not. How befitting of a hero it is to perish in place of her compatriot. Don Quixote falls before the merciless onslaught of enemies. I had so many things I wanted to say to them, most of which were a variation of "you're doing it wrong," but I had no choice but to watch as their woefully abyssal decision continues to bungle the fight. If I tried, the researcher next to me will get in my way, claiming that they haven't finished collecting data. This one's reaction speed to emergencies is exponentially fast. So, can I help them now? Will you stop pacing and compose yourself? You're almost done here. That should be more than enough data. Take control, manager. I had a lot I wanted to say, but let's help the sinners out of this bind first. Would be cool if you couldn't use Don Quixote just because she died in the cutscene. I like that we're actually starting with a battle though. Oh! Holy shit, this music though, it's nice. Like dang, this music be nice though. New battle music, hell yes. Alright, so haven't used my charge team in a bit. I know I need to wait to use purple skills until a certain point, and I'm pretty sure that this isn't... Oh, Flink Bind, that's pretty good. This is just a gaining charge skill. Is this my skill 1? I think Ripple is my skill 1, so I might just want to start with that. This is my skill 2, I'm pretty sure. Oh, well, let's see what win rate gives us. Alright, let's see. Yeah, well, two that don't need purple, that don't want to use purple, aren't getting purple, which is good. Alright, 5 charge, count, coin, power plus 2, inflict 1. Ah! Hey, Don Quixote also inflicts slight rupture. I guess maybe I could build a rupture team around some of the charge IDs as well. Might want to try that. Ooh, that's a neutral though, I don't like that. Oh, this is an Abno fight, so I can actually properly instruct them, that's good to know. Let's see if Ryushi will actually be able to... Okay, good thing you're on it too. Okay, a favorite, then we'll do this. Why is... Okay, I guess we're not gonna win rate this. Guess we are not gonna win rate this. Let's see. Struggling. Anything that is favored. Yes, we'll have you do this. Let's see. At charge class power, blah, blah. I prefer the bind, but is the bind isn't expected on the. Fuck it. We'll just do this one. Neutral. Okay, wait, hold up. Yeah, okay, we do want to do this purple skill because it's slightly stronger and I prefer to have a favorite over anything else. Ooh, this is a strong skill apparently, which sucks. Let's see. Favored. I probably need to start with the force. Okay, let's see. At 5 charge. No. Jesus, okay, you can't do that. Plus 5 charge consumes. If this unit consumes charge, inflict defense down. Okay, this skill is stronger with charge, but you don't need it per se. Then I guess we'll do this. Then no, Merle. Okay. Fuck, why are you neutral? Okay, hold up. Ah, fucking hell. Okay, not great. Guess we also Dawn, but you're just neutral with everything, aren't you? Dang it. Okay, yeah, we're not gonna get anything major. Okay, so what we'll have to do is do this one here. So that we at least have a neutral. Can keep you the way you are. Can keep you the way you are. Because we have a lot of fucking neutrals here, which I am not super happy about, but... Ooh, that's a lot of burn. That is a lot of burn, okay. Ah, fuck. Okay, hold up. There we go. Okay, the 3 force are taken care of. Okay, that's fine. So now we just have to take care of the trees. Or am I doubling up with one of them? Which one am I doubling up with? I can't see shit. Min. Just equip. Okay, I'm doubling up with Faust. Oh. No, that's unopposed. Alright. Okay, well you're attacking Faust, so I can have you attack this one, and then... Fuck, okay, so one of them is gonna be hit regardless, because unfortunately our speeds... Well, our speeds are relatively higher, so... Just that our final ones aren't, which kinda sucks, but... Alright, fuck it, I don't care anymore. I think I just wasted a decent amount of time there. Guess we'll just do Mersault over here. Alright, actually, probably want to do this one, but then... Yeah, sure, whatever. Alright, not my best work here, but fuck it. Sometimes you just overthink stuff. And I doubt they're gonna make the first fight tough enough that they'll actually die from it. Hopefully. Oof. Ah, no! Seriously, and when I have neutral, it usually just means that I'll outright lose. I haven't really used this Heathcliff all that much. I could probably up-tie him to May. Why are you already staggered? Damn, dude. You barely took any damage. Good start, though. Good start. Not a good start, though. Oh my god, win! Faust, holy shit. I get it. You're terrible, but could we maybe not lose so badly? Alright, well, this is not ideal. Okay, don't like the fact that you did so well. Yep, alright, that's fine. Because we also have a fucking 6, damn it. Oh, we already have the 6 down, okay, then that's fine. Then we have the 4 neutral, it's just gonna have, actually. Hopeless, what the fuck, why are you so strong? Struggling, alright, damn it. Okay, we don't want... fuck, both of them are on the staggered. Alright, hold up. I'm gonna have to change some stuff up. Okay, most of them are on Don Quixote, but this one is on Faust. So we can leave the 5 or the... Yeah, we can leave the 5B, I guess. Maybe... How much... I guess what we can do is have Ryoshi dodge or Ryoshi dodge, just so that these two don't attack us, hopefully. Otherwise Ryoshi is gonna take a decent amount of damage, which I prefer not to. And then the rest we can just hopefully save Don Quixote with. So, okay, so these two we don't want to attack. The middle ones. Need to remember that. Alright. What's the next fastest? Oh my god, why? Oh, you're doing an ego. Okay, don't think we have enough for an ego. Do we? No. For anybody? No. Well. No. Fuck me. That would have been great if I didn't have to do an ego. Okay, well, one of them is gonna take a wallop. Which of course you're on Don Quixote. Fuck me. Nope. Alright, we're just not gonna get anything here. That's not great. Why did it one? You know what? Fuck it. I'll take that with Mersault and we'll defend. Alright. Oh my god, stop struggling so much. Fuck, I am not doing great. This is not going great. Like, genuinely? Oh my god, Ryushi. Or no, Otis, my god. Okay, not going great. I get that we don't have much sanity right now, but I would appreciate a little better clashing. I guess maybe I should, next time I should prioritize. Don't stagger, please. You definitely gotta get staggered, damn it. Oh my god, wow. Wait, why didn't you dodge? Why didn't he dodge? Am I just that dumb? I probably just did something wrong. Damn. Alright. I guess maybe for me right now the weakness is that I didn't get my charge team up in time. Something like that. Okay, well... Ugh. Okay, I need some green, which I don't think we get that easily, so this is a problem. Where did I get my green usually? Because either that or fluid sac. Ah, fuck me. Alright, which is, I need some more gloom, which is a little bit easier to get. Alright. At least only one of them is going on fluid, on the staggered enemy right now. Alright, I think we'll be fine as long as I can get fluid sac sort of off, which... Oh my god, what the fuck. You know what? I'm just gonna redo this. Give up. I'm gonna redo this because I feel like this isn't going my way. This isn't going my way. Can't believe I actually had to go back in the first freaking... Whatever you wanna call this. It's kinda embarrassing. Wait, how do I... Oh, I probably have slightly more because the time I spent in this whatever node was long. You know what, I'm not gonna bother explaining it. Yeah, alright. Okay, so I might actually want to start with some units that just outright are decent. So... I'm gonna have to edit you to... You. There we go. You. I need just some outright decent clashing here, I think. Need some outright decent clashing here. And the next ones will do these. Alright, let's hope that this works a little bit better. Don't really have a solid team right now, but these guys are slightly better at the whole clashing thing. maybe I got green because of... Yeah, probably got a lot of green because of Rhodia. That kind of makes sense. Sort of makes sense. Let's see. Coin power +1. Alright, let's see. We rolled slightly worse, I'd say. At least we got a neutral on this one. Actually, I need to pay attention to who they're rolling against first, I feel. Well, that's fine. Then we got some 5. Let's actually, you're fine. Okay, I think we're fine for the most part. Fuck it. I'm just gonna go with my old strategy with Sinclair and dodge everything, because why the fuck not? Take that. Alright, I think the rest I can just kinda go on whatever. Oh! Oh, stop it, stop it, stop it. Alright. Here, Rhodia. Oh, fuck, how do you do? Okay, yeah. I wanted to see the skills for myself. Let's see. Cone power +1 for every 10 courier Rhodian or for every 6 rupture on the target. Okay, so this also works with rupture. The target has 15 rupture and 3 rupture count. This skill consume target rupture count but does not instantly blah blah blah. Okay, game. 1 courier trunk. Yeah, okay, this is just pretty basic. And then, oh, just immediately got their skill tree. You'll push for more from yeah. Okay, yeah, now we'll go with our skill tree. I don't think there's anything negative to using our skill tree immediately. Alright. I think you're the scary one. Okay, I might yeah, I definitely also neutral. I'm still gonna be safe here though. I want to gain as much brain come up sanity as I can with this first initial clash. I guess maybe the fact that I had Rabbit, Heathcliff and all these other IDs that are initially good at clashing was actually pretty decent for a charge team, because that's one of their weaknesses, right? They take a little bit to ramp up. Come on, please. Oh, come on. What the fuck? Are you serious? Oh my god. I just stop getting so angry when things don't go my way in this game. I feel like that's just asking for getting too pissed off to actually keep going. It's just that when you have a favorite and you actually lose... Okay, why didn't the defense go off? Do I need to be faster? It did attack Sinclair. Am I just not seeing something? Because I did attack Sinclair, so the defense should have gone off. Or am I just dumb? Like, I genuinely don't understand sometimes. Alright, we got staggered, which means we definitely want to kill this one, just to get a little bit of an advantage off. You're almost staggered, so I'm a little worried about you. Can't do anything, but we need 1 more green and a bunch more blue. Alright, that's not gonna happen. Alright, let's see. Let's see. We got a 7 here, which... Oof. Yeah, that's not ideal. Just gonna dodge you. Hope for the best. You might get staggered though. Okay. Got that defense up. Let's see. Why the hell am I struggling so much with literally everything? Favorite at least. You are not... I don't know what to do with you right now. Guess we can see if someone else... That won't kill, unfortunately. Let's see. Which ones are still free? This 4 is still free. Okay, that's at least a neutral. I'll take that. Then this 3 is still free. We'll do this, and then... Wow, Sinclair, you're gonna be the only one to attack this staggered enemy. Guess how much do you do? 70. We'll just do that. Alright, this is gonna have to do... on. Ah, thank fuck. That was pretty terrifying because I'm fairly sure Ishmael would have staggered if the enemy hit her even just once. Okay, we got another stagger, nice. A blue stagger, which means that we can pretty easily kill that one next turn. Ah, good old Sinclair. Even when you miss, you still hit. Alright, we can kill you fairly easily with an... Okay. Okay, they were all rolled kind of shittily except for this 6, which... Attacking Ishmael, gain 3 tremor, inflict 2 sync. No, you don't have that plus tremor count. No, that's not happening. Oof. I guess I could dodge again. Fuck it. It's gonna make you dodge. See, I think the rest we can... Yeah, I think the rest we can just... Actually, no, not everything. Hopeless. Oof. Oh, fuck. Who can best take that? I don't think I have any... Fuck it. Sinclair, just take the hits for me. That's fine. We'll let Sinclair take these 2 plus this one. They're like these 2 basically. Then I guess you can have Faust attack you so that you die. Then anyone we want to prioritize killing. I guess we'll just attack Ishmael a little bit harder at plus 4 charge. Do you have plus 4 charge? You do. Yeah, bind though. Yeah, we'll do this. Alright. Ah, oh, dang it. Oh, stop hitting 9s, damn it. Ah. At least you didn't get staggered, so. Ishmael with the dodge. My god, I don't know if I'm just unlucky or not, but at least I'm doing better than I initially did, so can't deny that. Can't be too bad. But okay, why didn't Sinclair dodge there? I'm genuinely confused. I know that, like, I guess, okay, so if I'm looking back, is it because he was faster and I hadn't specifically dodged that skill with Sinclair? I had dodged that one with Sinclair. I think that might have been it. Like I dodged the Ryushi, who was slower, and not the Sinner that was faster, so I think that's what happened. Alright. Also, I'm surprised with how much I'm struggling with this initial one. Okay, well, we're finally able to do this one, which... Ooh, because you're fucking faster. Of course you are. Alright. Oh, this 6 is still there too, which is attacking Otis. Okay, hold up. There we go. That's better. These 4 is also attacking Otis, and I don't have anything fast. Alright. This is fine. Can attack you, and then Sinclair. I guess I could also just... Oh, this actually does a decent amount with Sinclair. Alright, well. And then... who's the closest to staggering? I think it's Ishmael, so we'll just attack Ishmael with Ishmael. Alright then, let's do this. Then with mirror dungeons, it's fairly easy to build up sanity, so I forgot how much it can suck when you have barely any sanity. Maybe I should try building a charge team where I can just immediately or at least on the next turn activate Faustus' base ego, because getting that sanity boost would be pretty damn useful and would maybe help mitigate charges slow start up time. Come on, get that stagger. Nice. What the hell is that voice? The hell is that voice? Neutral. You know what? I'll take that. I'll absolutely take that and hope for the best. But yeah, you're spamming that ego, Ryushi, or fake Ryushi. You'll kill him. Guess for now that should be enough, and then only 27. Ooh, I hope you're doing decent damage there. Might barely be enough. Okay. For a second there I was worried. Alright. Oh, barely didn't. That's unfortunate, but it's fine. I didn't expect him to actually win there. I could have probably dodged, but with a neutral I just kind of wanted to risk it. As long as you're not staggered, I am absolutely fine with it. Yeah, and with Zero it feels so fucking weird. But yeah, that staggered guy didn't die. That is highly unfortunate for me. Alright, this guy will die even if you sneeze on him, so this is fine. Oh, where are you attacking? You're attacking Heath. Makes sense. Okay, we'll keep that with Ishmael. And I think this Ishmael will stagger after this, so that should do. Alright. My god though. I guess it's a good sign that even these normal battles are slightly more difficult than the normal one, than they used to be. Not for me, because I'm a bit afraid what the boss is gonna be like. But we'll figure that out. Well, I'll figure it out. Alright, let's see. Yeah, we can just finish this off. I was actually planning to make a thumbnail or whatever for this, but I totally forgot about it, and 5 minutes before I started streaming I was like, shit, I totally forgot. That went well. As expected of our executive manager, the exceptional development of your strategical genius reminds me of the early years of my career, yet you were unable to do it. Thanks. Phew, got anything to snack on, guys? I'm starving here after that brawl. You will maintain an empty stomach for the duration of the tests. Next on the docket is... I would have asked Mersalt for a massage if I knew this was coming. Whose idea was this anyway? Well, if you really want to get into it, we can trace this right back to your vacation request, Gregor. Not that this wouldn't have happened without that, but yeah. Oh, come on, fellas, there's got to be more to it than that. Sure, there was. Not that it would have made any difference. Because like Ishmael said, this all began with Gregor's particular egregious stretching. Ugh. Couldn't say the word egregious. It's a word I don't really have to say a lot, so.
아예 여기서 밥 좀 먹다가 출발해도 될 것 같은데. 다들 식량 꺼내.
Alright, be back in a second. Enjoy the background music, which is pretty killer. Alrighty then, let's see what the story has for us. Honestly, if they have enough story sections, I might be able to finish this all in one go with the clip I have. Whoa, that sound just now. I don't know a human body could make this sound like that. Oh, I was just doing some stretching. Can't seem to do them without making those noises nowadays. What do you mean you can't? That's right. There's the creaking sound of... That's right, there's the creaking sound of time ravaging sync. Oof, I know Dante's been tuning the clock to rewind our time, but I feel like my joints are starting to grate. I know what you mean. I definitely don't feel as spry as I used to. Maybe the pain from repeatedly dying and reviving takes a toll after all. Yeah, dying sure is a pain. That's when Hong Lu flippantly threw out an innocent comment amidst the complaining sinners. Speaking of which, isn't it funny how Don Quixote is totally fine even though she's hundreds of years old? She got to be the oldest of us by a lot, right? Ahem. Hong Lu unprompted catapulting of such a heavy subject brought the busy air inside the bus to a sudden stifling halt. Yeah, I guess it would be kind of weird now that we all know that Don Quixote is a, like 600 plus year old vampire. I thought we were gonna take some time to actually broach that subject, but just bulldozing through the whole mess, huh? Ah, I must have made things awkward. I didn't realize everyone was so sensitive about their age. That's, 'tis not to concern thyself with, be not so. Of course, there was also someone who could not care less about the business air quality. Oi! Scoot that my designated seat you planting your ass in. I whack ya. On the other hand, there's this guy without a care in the world, almost making me wonder if he even remembers what just happened. Well, maybe this is your chance to get back at him for treating you harshly, Don Quixote. I'm sure you can. Think, I never seen your eyes sparkle like that before. I am quite fond of the current temperament of our company, unless young Heathcliff here suddenly morphs into a villainous scoundrel. I have nary a wish to extract violence upon him, and... Right. Now that's over with. Let's all shut up and keep the shin wagging to a minimum, yeah? Seems plenty villainous dickish to me. Anyway, am I the only one thinking that it's about time we got the thing? The thing? Well, you know, the thing that we tried a while ago, but didn't get to enjoy due to some unforeseen issues. Deathmatch? Not that. Don't you remember? We even played volleyball by that big body of water. Contextually, clues suggest that he's making a request for vacation. Yep, absolutely yep. Let's all go to the spa or something, relax, get massages and loosen up our muscles, some please. You still have expectations for our employers? Ah, I recall that young Mersault had given T quite the exquisite massage, has he not? I have an astute knowledge of the major muscle groups and nerve structures of the human body. For many weeks following that massage, my body was deprived of any sensory stimulation. Thus understood it was the philosophy of Mersault's physical therapy, that the most infallible methodology of convalescence from pain is to remove any and all stimulation, including that of pain. It seems that the time is here. Virgilus. Yes, I knew that this day would eventually come. The day's here. Why is everyone acting so serious all of a sudden? Rodian's observation is correct. While turning the clock does indeed turn the time a certain degree of exacerbated fatigue cannot be alleviated. The necessity that we employ a certain measure to verify the status of each sinner. What would it possibly be that it needs this much build-up? In other words, it is time for Limbus companies. Dramatic gulping noises. Regular check-up. Regular check-up? We did get a call from the higher-ups a while ago requesting that we send the sinners in for a regular checkup. But it was repeatedly delayed due to several limiting circumstances on our end. They've been obnoxiously hounding us for quite some time, and was starting to get tired of explaining our absence. Checkup? What checkup? Don't be so on edge, Heathcliff. Such proceedings are regular occurrences at most corporations. I've never personally experienced it myself, but that sounds like they're just checking to see how we're doing health-wise. I turned around getting ready to say, right, Ishmael? Only to come face to face with Ishmael's shocked expression from frozen onto her face. Well, this is unexpected. I thought Ishmael, with her worldly experience, would leap onto this opportunity to lecture us all about how things worked outside of Limbus Company. Regular checkup? Or... Oh, you're gearing up to explain what it is. Coolio. You got 30 seconds to wrap it up. Ready, set, go. No. Not the regular checkup. Ishmael's expression seems to suggest otherwise, Miss Rhodia. I did hear that some fixer offices or associations employ various methodologies when it comes to the regular checkups, depending on their characteristics. Locked up until there's only one left standing. Blocked lots of my colleagues the only key to escape. What kind of checkups did she have to go through? Ishmael wasn't the only one responding with a pale-faced abject horror at the suggestion. Do you even understand what kind of regular checkups you're getting into? I'm asking if you're prepared to go through the regular checkup, no matter what happens in the process. Are you prepared to endure through everything that... What's wrong with this bloke? No, mate looking all pale. I don't understand. Why is everyone making such a big deal out of this? I don't think it's that bad. I think we used to have annual health checkups back in school too. What kind of checkups? That put us all in the same room, measuring height, weight, running some basic fitness tests. Pretty. Whereas do they seek the measurement of such Pretty. Wherefore do they seek the measurements of such characteristics? But you really ask? Full knowledge and analysis of each soldier's status is indispensable intelligence for officers to have on hand. What soldiers? It was talking about my school. Right. So that don't explain shit about why you need to know that, does it? Why do they find it necessary to spray people with those stinky chemicals just to see if someone's got lice in their clothes? He must have gone through his share of rough checkups too as a kid, I guess. You all keep asking questions with the most obvious answers. In fact, I've been wondering when they test us. How this confidently marches us to the front of other sinners with an aggressive grin, as though she's been waiting for this very moment. The true purpose of this checkup must be to elect a true authority amongst us. Otis? A true authority? By your fucking hell. Why do you keep using words I don't know? Well, I know, but never actively speak. Damn it, he's saying. And you're decently verbose, vernacular? I don't fucking know if that's the word. By your parliaments, true authority, could it be that you are questioning whom amongst us is our leader? But I'm standing right here. I humbly request that you avoid plaguing yourself with any unnecessary misunderstandings about my suggestion. Executive Manager. I think I should, but alright. Of course, I must preface this with the declaration that there cannot be an iota of doubt toward Executive Manager Dante's authority. Okay. But was this not always a topic of great content among us? That which of us is most fit to command this squad of sinners? Isn't it Ishmael or maybe Faust? That's what I thought too. This lack of cohesion is precisely why we always fail to face our enemies as a team. Always scrambling, always underprepared, always taken by surprise. You must always be ready to drop to the ground and give 500 push-ups whenever your superior commands you to do so, always maintaining the willingness to sacrifice your well-being and life for the sake of the glorious victory of your allies. It's all missing. Where's your readiness for self-sacrifice? No one's arguing with you, Otis. Who are you even talking to? So, to summarize, the regular checkup entails putting us all in a small room and making us fight to the last sinner standing. Silence fell upon us as hung loose, succulent summary. Battle Royale. I've been looking forward to this. Fuck it. I'll give you lot one hell of a fight. My fist used to be bloody famous in the backstreet. Fine, so that's how we're doing this, huh? I'm ready to roll. Guys, this isn't... Okay, so where are we off to? The the regular checkups takes place at... The sinners seem to be under some serious misunderstanding about what the regular checkups entail, but Faust has obviously long given up on correcting them. The headquarters. The headquarters you speak of must be the headquarters of Limbus Company. Yes. Oh, we're finally getting to visit the headquarters, huh? A whole year after they hired us, so it's been a year. We should be right on time upon immediate departure. This instant, thou sayest yet mine heart is faintly prepared. Prithee, allow us some time to prepare our travel provisions. Where's the HQ anyway? Hope it's not too far from here. That is a secret, however. I would like to inform you that it exists in a location inaccessible via Mephistopheles. Oh, come on. How are we supposed to get there if we're not gonna tell us where it is? Inaccessible via Mephistopheles. You're not about to suggest that we board a warp train again, are you? V, I shan't ever board a warp train again. Yeah, I wouldn't either. Indeed, we will not be boarding a warp train for this journey. So are we taking the back streets or something? Yeah, good point. Let's take them doors instead. A sound suggestion. However, in lieu of sufficient information regarding each door, the destination may hold an element of randomness, or due to the various nature of its activation period, the resulting destination may not reflect our intention and end coordinates, or an unexpected closure mid-passage, though the frame may behoove us to bid the company our last farewells and embark on the untimely journey of no return. Are you sure this is a sound suggestion? Then I'd rather take that bloody train instead. At least we won't remember what happened once it's over and done with. Battle Royale. So, further research was necessary to ensure safe transportation to the intended destination. Further research? Are you implying that you made modifications to the back door? A close assessment, however, it would be more accurate to say that the back door was merely used as a reference. How did you even make the time for research? Weren't you doing everything with us the whole time? LCA and Faust established multiple communications with a certain new wing as per the company during the spare few hours between our travels to garner multiple cooperative effort regardless the stabilization of the back doors. A new wing? Are they looking to take over L Corp's vacancy or something? Quite sharp, Gregor, but the director of your institution would be improved. Fuck, I know I didn't say that right, but my god, reading is hard. It is a company seeking to seize the imminent vacancy of the ever-declining W Corp. W Corp. Is that so? Yeah, that makes sense. Stories of W Corp decline have been spreading more and more as of late. I'm not surprised that some companies would consider this to be an opportunity. Newspapers are featured OPEDs regarding a possible management crisis at W Corp, with many of them discussing the mysterious disappearances as well. I see. So there's been furtively planning and preparing to take over W Corp's position as a wing. But to supplant a wing even before its falls on its own, now that's certainly peculiar. They must have something, a scheme perhaps, in the work. And to ally with such an ambitious party is the headquarters looking to start a war of the wings? I at the moment am not privy to such details. Miss Otis, we needn't make predictions in such rashness. Recall that W Corp has been mired in troubles both internally and externally, having fallen to such desperation as to seek the assistance of our company. It is no wild presumption to predict that it shall crumble ere the advent of such violent pandemonium. For indeed, inefficiency is the bane of technology that brings ruination to those that fail to overcome it. Our research efforts, however, were quite efficient and successful. Its mechanisms are similar to that of the back doors, but it eliminates the corridor, instead establishing a direct connection from one door to another, a portal if you will. So you guys basically invented portal travel. That's kind of a big deal. Couldn't that just remove W Corp in its entirety? Because portal travel would be infinitely better than the W train. You know, 0 seconds is better than 10 seconds. Oh, so you solve all the aforementioned side effects then? Not quite. Similar difficulties to the aforementioned cases were observed. Sometimes the accuracy of the target's destination coordinates were lacking, or in other cases the activation period would be cut short, causing the door to shut permanently and amputate the subject as they were traversing between doors. There has been much progress in the stabilization efforts. However, minimizing pentasection incidents, most recent incident has been limited to bisection. Bisection certainly is an improvement over pentasection. They both sound equally awful to me. Stop! I would not behold mine own left and right shoe to so cruelly sundered, their forever to be so far apart upon our coming to the headquarters. Well, well. This idle chatter of unnecessary concern tells me that your bus life may have been too uneventful lately. Ahem. Looks like the research arrived while you were wasting time. I saw a large and unfamiliar vehicle through the window. Is that the vehicle I got? It's got no windows though. How tiresome. Now off the bus. So we're just gonna traverse through a windowless vehicle. I guess that is an option. Again, I really do like this background music, it's pretty good. Once we disembarked the bus, we made our way into the unfamiliar vehicle of sorts. Its interior was mostly metallic, filled to the brim with convoluted looking machines, and on the opposite end of the entrance a massive door loomed over us. This is assistance from P Corp. In the process of developing the device was indispensable. Wait, that means in court with young Caesarea, are you? Hoy day, much did I aspire to regale her with the tale of the contract's glorious completion of mine, heroism and bravery. 'Tis quite unfair of thee to meet her all by thy lonesome, young Faust. Your concern will be taken into account next time. Faust seemed relieved. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that Don Quixote would be pretty pissed if she knew that the other Don Quixote's body was taken by them. Ah, worry thee not, for thou hast filled us the site of Limbus Company's headquarters till has been headed for. There are numerous reasons for which you were yet to be allowed into the headquarters, but as it would be a fruitless effort to explain them all, we will not cover that subject here. Phew, glad to have to hear we're not sitting through another lecture. The primary reason is, however, that there were several limitations to bringing the members of our department to the headquarters, brought upon by frequent transnest movement and irregular schedules of our missions. Why just say all that if we're gonna explain it? You're gonna explain anyway. Wait, more importantly, what about collaboration with P Corp? Boy, here we go again. P Corp singularity can be summarized by the following 4 words: expansive space warping technology. Oh right, didn't you say that Miss Caesarea told you something about how the principle of P Corp singularity is a lot like how La Mancha-land works? Right, La Mancha-land was much larger on the inside than it looked from the outside. Oh yeah, it's been meaning to ask. Don't other wings already make liberal use of different kinds of space expanding singularities? It's how should I put this? Is it a bit too mundane of a city tech for P Corp to call space manipulation its unique thing? That was quite an intelligent question. Compliment, how nice. Ishmael is correct in suggesting that technology to expand a given space is a commonly employed technology by other wings as well. An example of one such invention making a use of the space expansion technology but isn't a P Corp singularity would be Mephistopheles. The ultimate purpose of P Corp space expansion technology is to create the safest place in the world. A perfect protected construct, its interior sheltered from the world outside no matter how severely its exterior is battered, to have sound structural integrity no matter what, its interior safe from any and all harm. Therefore, the more expensive the P Corp product is, the safer its interior is from damaging outside conditions such as extreme pressure or shock. Perhaps the way in which the interior is completely insulated from the outside is comparable to a full disconnect from the outside world by sheltering in a separate dimension. In conclusion, the exterior of this vehicle utilizes P Corp singularity, which means that it can protect its interior from all forms of impact, not to mention that it has enough room to hold more than 13 people inside. Don't dimensional trunks or containers also transport things to other dimensions? Sinclair, why are you freezing up all of a sudden? There was this creepy story that used to circulate among kids back when I was in school. Here's how it goes. So, a Deviant associate employee made a delivery to a house, then looks away for a second. And a curious kid crawls into their curious courier trunk and... I'm gonna stop the story there. Look, that story kept me up at night for a whole week, okay? I couldn't stop having nightmares about that scenario where... Hey, come on, sometimes a story is just a story. Not necessarily. Unfortunately, the story that inspired Sinclair's week-long nightmare was most likely an accurate retelling of a true story. Several regulations were added to HANA and Deviant Association rules to prevent cases of people being stored in dimensional containers. From a certain perspective, it may be said that the warp technology employed by W Corp shares a degree of similitude. The parallels lies in the fact that it also transports humans to a different dimension, the difference being that they are packaged in a safer manner. Therefore, perhaps enough of a connection exists to say that they're operating on the same scale. Anywho, the point is that we've always have access to the headquarters as long as we have this vehicle thing, right? This will certainly make the logistic of communication and supply much more convenient. One question, however, how does the company plan to move this instrument as I expect that would be much trouble on its own? Has that deal still been hashed out yet? No. In order to establish a more tangible level of communication with Limbus Company's headquarters, an effective means of transportation such as this vehicle will be installed in the nest across the city. In summary, an efficient means of transportation such as this vehicle here, developed using P Corp and the aspiring W Corp technology, will gradually be installed at various points across the city. In every nest? Of course not. The technology is still experimental. It is astronomically expensive to install and operate. Virgilus gave us a firm clarification. Activating now. Faust tinkers with various machines and contraptions within the vehicle, and the giant door from earlier began to tremble, making a loud noise. Wherefore is that gate over yonder shuddering so? Energies now linked are routing towards that gate. When the gate displays around the glowing door filled, the door began to slowly open. Entering now. When it is fully open, Faust made her way inside like it was just another door. Well, let's follow her inside. There was a bizarre and incomparable noise of machines coupled with a low droning noise. Yes, we have arrived. Welcome to the Limbus Company headquarters. This place is teeming with people dressed in all sorts of old outfits, walking briskly between their busy schedules. I heard heavy doors opening and closing from here and there. alongside that old sensation I've been feeling from time to time. It's the floor of LCE department. LCE? Ah, hopefully we get to proudly stride in through the HQ front gate one day. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Do. Alright, some combat again, nice. Okay, this is gonna be an Abno one, which is fine. I guess for now, edit team, support, let's see if we got some Yistangs over here. Actually, I'm quickly gonna check something out, so hold up. Event bonus IDs. Okay, no, that's for Ryushi. Okay, good to know. I was thinking that maybe one of the sinners had both an ID and an ego, but no. Alright, then I guess because we are using Faust and Ryu... actually, we're not using Faust and Ryushi in our first team, but still. Edit, support. There we go. Adding you. I totally forgot that I could just use a support. Oh, hello. What the hell is that kind of... I don't know what that outfit is, but it looks weird. Right! Are we waiting for something to happen, or are we all suddenly unfamiliar with the concept of introducing ourselves? Given that no one's appeared to be willing to introduce me, allow me to the liberty of self-introduction. My name is Hohenheim, the chief researcher of this company, Hohenheim. To be precise, he's the chief researcher of the LCE department. To be more precise, I am the chief researcher responsible for the entirety of Limbus company. To be even more precise, the only reason he retains that role is because Yi Sang and I have been excluded from the research personnel files due to our status as sinners. Okay, I'm liking this, Faust. Someone must stay behind to continue the research, after all. Ah, so you two are friends. Well, it seems entirely unnecessary to establish a label on this relationship. It could be said that we are acquaintances who routinely and unwillingly maintain a regular level of communication with one another. Ah, I am in agreement. For the first time since were acquainted. I heard that our department has reached out several times to yours to remind you of this regular checkup. The nature of the LCB department necessitates that we are constantly on the move from one nest to another, which makes it particularly difficult for us to give you an immediate reply. I would have expected someone like you to already be well aware of this obvious detail. Yes, I was well aware. I'm also quite aware of the fact that your department has been giving us that same reply over and over again, like an answering machine. And this must be Dante, the executive manager of the Limbus company Sinners. I'd like to say hi, nice to meet you, but I don't suppose he can hear what I'm saying. The manager extends their greetings. Charmed, it's grueling and arduous work to be in a position of leadership, especially when communication issues come into play. Sometimes I cannot help but wonder if my researchers and I are speaking the same language, so I do commiserate. Ooh, what's this? How odd their clothes are. I'm guessing they're experimenting with egos. Yes, allow me to introduce you all to Martin and Alyssa, two of the few researchers directly in my command. Are they wearing gear extracted from abnormalities? But how? Happy to have someone who recognizes them. Are they like gear scavenged from the former L-Corp? Well, there are partial similarities to their gear. Enough differences are present to distinguish them. Indeed, we attempted our own brand of extraction successfully, I might add. Dang. Well, the news of the production of Ego Gear in Limbus Company style was already received. This is the very first time they are observed in a person. So you must have abnormalities contained in the facility. So that's why I've been sensing abnormalities in here, huh? But I'm sensing distortions and Peccaluta too. Indeed, as they are contained in a research subjects for LCE department as well. Faust closely observes the ego gear Hohenheim was wearing like an exceptionally harsh judge in a fashion contest. Apart from a few imperfections in the finish, the level of ego extraction visible here is quite acceptable. Input appreciated. I'm really liking this dynamic Faust with this guy. This is a product of thousands of repeated experiments and subsequent failures that have been meticulously conducted as studies in order to extract it with an acceptable level of stability. But at the end of the day, I did it, like I always do. You did it? Are you sure you want to take all the credit when your team is standing right there behind you? We're used to it. Oh, piss off. I'm going mad surrounded by these self-absorbed twats. I'm just about ready to get violent on some poor bastard. Let's get with the checkup so we can get back to the boss, yeah? I feel the very same urgency you express. There's much we must cover, regrettably given that this is the first ever regular checkup performed as a group since your employment. Faust also does not wish to pass more time without substance. Let us begin. Very well. Our first test shall be to assess your abilities in response to emergency situations. Wait, he just pressed something. Emergency situations. The walls of the laboratory suddenly started separating and sliding into place. When it settled, I realized that it had locked the sinners away in some kind of hold, isolating them from me, Virgilus, and Karen. What the hell? Is this an ambush? Yes, it is. The purpose of this test is to measure your behavior and response in case of surprise attack, so ambush it is. What? Was this discussed beforehand, Virgilus? You look anxious, Dante. Well, I suppose you weren't let in on this either. I wasn't for your information. Just go with the flow, Dante. So it goes would be an apt response. I'll find a room somewhere where Karen and I might sit down and enjoy some nice tea. Come find me with Faust once this is over. Karen wants cake too. Oh hey, got some leftover cake from our last office party. Come this way, please. An employee appeared and led Virgilus and Karen away in a nearby office room. Okay, so this is the regular checkup, huh? Let's get this done with. Alright, I'm liking the writing so far. This is fun. Like, this is straight up just fun. Alright. I'm starting with this team again because fuck it. I'll just use it until it doesn't work anymore. What is that sound? Alright, this is going fairly well, but there are multiple waves, so I guess I can't celebrate just yet. If I can increase my sanity, that would be great. I thought they were gonna switch out to, instead of having multiple waves, just having more enemies. So instead of having 3 waves with 6 enemies, they would just have 1 wave with 18 enemies, and then whenever you kill an enemy, the other one would just show up. I thought that was what they were doing. Maybe they decided against it, or maybe instead they... I don't fucking know. Not great for me though, because I'm pretty sure that this is gonna take longer than Rodion will be able to last. Yeah, whatever, it's fine. Right, Rodion, I think my 7th sinner is either Dawn or Yuji, so... If my other guys will have more... sanity, then we should be fine. So, are the abnormalities just stalking? Is that what I keep hearing? Because if so, that is surprising, or is this another announcer that I'm getting just whenever I'm playing this? You know what would be cool for the Arknight Limbus, for the Arknight / Limbus crossover, which is maybe having announcers, like having Anya as an announcer, or the Doctor as an announcer, even though they don't have a voice actor. Or maybe Kelsif, but honestly Kelsif is my favorite Arknight character, so I would definitely want a Kelsif anything, really. Genuinely, I really hope that Faust gets a Kelsif ID and not just an ego. If they get an ego, I'm fine with it too, but I would prefer an identity. Mainly because I think that Monster would... a Kelsif ID would have killer animations, like straight up. Could you imagine Monster attacking anything and having those animations on an ID? It would be absolutely fucking beautiful. That's why I'm on that. But we'll see what happens. I'm just really excited for that crossover. Alright, we do have to get rid of you, but that's fine. No. There we go, we'll defend you, and there we go. I don't know if you have to get Rhodia out of here before 30 or at 30. I'm hoping at 30, because otherwise she's gonna take a little bit of damage, but this is not the end. Maybe I should try to find some identities that are just good at clashing, even if they have 0 sanity, just for the initial. Alright. Okay. No, she actually... before 30, okay. Something I'll have to remember. Alright, we got Dawn with us. I'm just gonna do win rate here, by the way. Unless I actively have to pay attention, I'm not gonna care. Which might sound weird, but fuck, why am I yawning so much? Shouldn't be. It's only like, what, 6 at most? Oh, fuck. I know what these sounds keep being. I'm kinda dumb. So, I have some stuff in the background just playing because I like to have just something to... Maybe, how do I explain it? I like to have something in the background playing even whenever I'm playing video games. Even when I'm paying attention to the video game, I don't know, it's just something I like. Probably because I just have a shitty attention span or something. But those were the sounds. Those were the sounds. I just didn't realize because I totally forgot about it because I was getting into the whole Limbus story. We went through various tests, including command ability trials using Peculon, Pesaluta, Infidia. Ha! Mentu Esquire, hi-ho! I have attained a score most perfect. To be surprised. To be surprised by Miss Don Quixote in the contest. To be surpassed. To be surpassed by Miss Don Quixote in a contest of knowledge. Thus I delve further in my studies. He's saying, but they were testing our fixer association knowledge, huh? Totally, honestly, she got more than enough fixer fixation for the entire bus. All kinds of general knowledge trivia quizzes. What's the first thing you focus on when meeting a new person? Their smell, I think. The look in their eyes. How strong they look. Bloody hell, this ain't easy. Your leadership style is strong, decisive, and goal-oriented. Fucking love Mersault. You are Mersault? We were finally allowed a quick break after going through all kinds of mysterious, strange personality tests as well. Next, basic fitness tests for all sinners. We can finally get started on the real meat of things, of this checkup. Wait, then what were all those tests you guys were running on us? They were conducted in order to collect various data that the LCE department has been missing. In other words, we capitalized on the opportunity to fulfill our price of curiosity. Still, I'll say it was very productive. We now know a lot about you guys that help us support the LCB going forward. Alright, we're going to go over some tests that can be conducted in groups first. Please form a line here. I really want those fucking hoodies. Give me those damn hoodies, damn it. Give me those hoodies. Can I... Trying to see if I can get rid of... what's this? I'm seeing if I can get rid of the border thing or whatever you call it. Let's get this over with. Oh, I was doing Heathcliff voice and Ishmael's thing. Let's get this over with. Looks like we got a long day ahead of us. I do really like this. This is a really good shot. This is a really good shot. Also, give me one of those hoodies. I know I've said it before, but I really want one, please. Whoa. Whoa. Those are some comfy clothes they're giving us. Right? I could totally see myself wearing these to sleep. They're LCE properties, so you better return them as soon as we're done here. No! Gotcha. By the way, can you take a look at my wrist here before we actually get started? I've been feeling a bit of soreness there, but Dante won't turn the clock for just me, you know? Turning off the clock for such trivials may cause the formation of an unfavorable habit. Perhaps Mersalt can remedy your pain. I am always prepared to administer necessary aid, should you request it. Actually, you know what? I'm totally fine now, don't you worry. Please stand still if you think I can see some of you. Ugh. Please stand still. If you think I can see some of you on your tiptoes, you'll be very wrong. Heels on the ground, please. But my heels are on the ground. Fee. And can you snuff out your cigar before the test begins? Who else is smoking a cigar? Oh, this one isn't lit. It's just there so I can look cool. Ah. And what about Bold but Scram? Okay, so the basic group tests are complete. I seem to have forgotten something quite important. I had to establish prior to beginning the test in earnest. I need an assistant. An assistant? I need an assistant to help me smooth out the testing procedures. You got two of them already right behind you, if you need directions. Oh, we're not Mr. Hohenheim's assistants. We're specifically assistant researchers. Yes, of course, there's much that distinguishes these two occupations. I would like for one of you to be my assistant for the duration of the checkup. Rodian suddenly raises her hand. I wasn't planning on asking for volunteers, but now that you raised your hand, I'll give you the floor. Don't ask me to do it. It's just not my vibe, you know. I'll take a researcher job though, I'm a big fan of her style. Roja trails off, greedily caressing the clothes of one of the researchers. What are you doing? I didn't really have you in mind anyway, but duly noted nonetheless. This is gonna be a snippet, Faust, I know it. I know it, it's gonna be funny. Alright, and I will be right back. If OBS will... Right, I am back. I didn't really... I already read this. I would also like to refuse your nomination. The position of assistant to Hohenheim implies that the said assistant is, when it comes to skill, inferior to the person they are assisting. Again, I didn't have to have you in mind either, but your passionate expression of intent is nonetheless appreciated. I wonder who came up with this brilliant idea of putting two smartasses together to waste time, pointing out each other's minor mistakes. That's funny for me. Entertaining too. If I were to talk about myself, I want to openly say that I was a class vice president in school, a diligent model student who assiduously facilitated the task of the class presidents in What's with everyone's getting so anxious to get picked here? Do you fellas actually want to be his assistant? Getting in the front and center of things is just bothersome, you know? I kind of felt like I had to apply for the position for some reason. Well, the decision has already been made. Do note that the selection criteria is fully based on my very subjective opinion. You there, orange-haired sinner. Ishmael almost threw me to the ground as he confidently strode up to the front of the line. Oof. Greetings, Mr. Hohenheim. As you must be aware, if you've taken a look at my documents, I've rarely had anyone down during my various tenure at offices and associations. You have nothing to worry as long as I'm by your side. Also, can I add this experience to my resume if I ever get the chance to submit a transfer request to work at the headquarters? Didn't know you were still holding on to that hope. I called on you to ask you to move. I knew that was gonna happen, but still, because you were standing in front of the sinner I chose. Everyone turned around to look at Heathcliff, who was absent-mindedly scratching at the bridge of his nose. Huh? Me? Me? It seems that Ishmael was even more shocked than Heathcliff was. What? Wait, but why? I'm right here. Why would you pick someone like... It is a common misconception among many researchers. What is? To assume that the higher their level of education and the more elaborate their resume, the better candidates one makes for research project participants. But that's just common sense, isn't it? At least when it comes to research. However, were you aware that most great discoveries are made from a potent mix of spontaneity and intuition? A perfect descriptor for our friend here, I would say. What say you, Heathcliff? I believe that this aggressive and passionate approach of yours gives you more than sufficient qualifications to command and lead them in my stead. Is that right? He replied, scratching his head. Be honest now, Yi Sang. You were kinda looking forward to getting picked, weren't you? It is but fate that things that were once good in the eyes of the mainstream are to be made less desirable with the passage of time. And when one does indeed fall out of favor, the intelligentsia of the bygone days must rightly excuse themselves to the realm of memory and past. Yi Sang replied with a particular downcast look. I am glad to have you on board as my new assistant. Righto, so what have I got to do now? Nothing too complicated, you only need to liberally express your free spirit, just as you are now. Ah, now I see what he's doing. Hohenheim sure knows which one of the group to coax to make things go over smoothly. Marin whispered quietly at me in a voice that only I could hear. Okay, interesting.
근육이 신나서 날뛰는 건 더 해줄 거 없어? 난
Alright,
이제 시작인데.
getting slightly more, nice. Do I have 500 now, or do I not? How much do I have? Oh no, okay. Fuck, you only get 10 from that? Jeez. Jeez. Can only get 10 from that. Heathcliff seems eager to God, they look so good in those hoodies. Damn, give me one! Heathcliff seems eager to Heathcliff seems eager too, as Hohenheim has suggested, expressed his free spirit to the best of his capabilities. Right, you there, get in line. Single file, lads. Let's make this easy for all of us. But aren't you also participating in the test with the rest of us, Heathcliff? Yeah, but I'm the assistant. God damn it, stop that. Just stop that, damn it. Ugh. Since when do you wear glasses? Glasses are a basic apparatus of all researchers. Look, slightly pushing up on the glasses helps to put on the air of a studious, learned individual. So, just like how slightly pushing up the frames of my glasses while wondering what to have for lunch makes it seem as though I am contemplating on the more profound aspects of life. Oi, let's not make this any harder than it's gotta be, lass. Snuff out that sick in your mouth. Been a while since I heard a big squeal. Blimey, can you just do as I say for once? He's actually pretty efficient. It seems that we are now ready to conduct the test, finally. The primary purpose of this test is to see on a physical level how your current ability skill compared to yourself before your hiring. I see, so they're trying to see how much they've progressed since before they joined the company. I had the feeling this would happen, but the mere mention of words progression caused a rather loud ruckus amongst the sinners. If I were to speak for myself, Executive Manager, I can confidently say that the thought of progressing as a person and in all aspects of life is ingrained into my very being. Thus, as a fruit of those efforts, I have grown to be much more precise and skating in my critiques of others' mistakes. Is that progress, though? Perhaps I have learned to let certain thoughts rest in favor of others. I once allowed myself to be trapped in overlong ruminations on worries of all manners, idly abiding as I was consumed by my fairy thoughts. Now I have come to accept certain things as they are. Oh. And I've come to sometimes allow my mind to form bereft of rigorous reason, floating away gently as though on a rolling stream. Is that not quite pleasant? Okay, I guess that's progress of sort. I'm pretty sure I'm less of a picky eater than I used to be. My grip strength is much stronger too. Oh? Look, I think I'm getting calluses on my palms. Well, you don't really have to try to prove it to us. Because the enemies we're fighting have been getting stronger too. That's an undeniable truth. We did experience a pretty spectacular year, you know. Brutal year, yet so potent with significance. True, I guess growth really does come with time, huh? Right, I feel like the bonds between us got a lot deeper. We've all grown closer, you know, like glue. Like glue, huh? I like it. Certain misunderstanding seems to be brewing in the tandem with the uplifting exchange of heart to heart allow me to step in and nip it in the bud. Let me give it to you straight. All of your abilities were diminished the moment you were hired by the company. Equally defanged and depowered, if you will. Equally defanged? In other words, all of your abilities have been brought down to the same general level as our 11th sinner here. Why am I your point of reference? If this is what you mean earlier by growing closer like glue, then I suppose it was quite the apt choice of words. Oi, take that back! I take it back! Not so you're not really that much stronger than I am, huh? Whoa, Sink. Is that the sound of your sense of self-preservation shattering into the ether? That's it, you bloody Excuse me, I need to know why that happened. Did we all get depowered because of the golden bow? Wait, does this have anything to do with those chains that appeared when we first entered into a contract with Dante? Indeed, one of the powers of the golden bow is connection. You are now all fairly even and equally mediocre. Hohenheim's comment and the subsequent stare seems a bit targeted. Think of it as something akin to cliff-lift deterrence employed by the Lobotomy Corporation. So the truth is finally revealed. This was why I, Otis, grew so pathetically weak the moment I joined this company. Art thou implying that Tau has always known? Of course. Had I been in my prime, I could have wiped the floor with your misrolled doormat in a matter of seconds. You wipe floors with doormats? Man, we're also prone to saying whatever once the burden of proof is gone, huh? So that's why my murderous arm's been quiet ever since they hired me. I didn't really have anything to do with my heart, after all. Gregor. Oi! What's the use of all this chatter? What matters is that we've all been brought down to level of the lad. But I got calluses on my palms. Yet not all of the golden bow's effects must have been of detriment to us. Yiseng started carefully attempting to navigate through a conversation that appeared to be turning into a tinderbox. Was it not the advantage granted to us by the golden bow impaled in the pallet wheel of the Great Lake by which we triumphed? What? Really? Correct. Had the pallet wheel been at its full strength, it is highly likely that we may still have been trapped inside its stomach, struggling to survive. Also, it can also be said that the diminishing effect was not applied in equal measure across subjects. That makes sense. I guess I never could have knocked Heath out with one punch if I was only as strong as Zinc. It's a real handy trick, you know. Additionally, certain individuals' quirk cannot be suppressed by the golden bow. Certain quirks that one may consider to be an individual's idiosyncrasies. Oh, so that explains Ryushi's impressive blade work with Mr. Bumble back at the T-Corp factory. Ah, won't waste my breath boasting. You never do anyway. Well, if your strength have indeed progressed since the onboarding, then the average must have risen as well. One of the purposes of these tests is to measure that very difference. So what exactly goes into these tests? And I know there's a district that uses a machine that can analyze most aspects of the subject with a quick scan, so it's going to be something like that? There are dozens, if not hundreds of ways to determine one's abilities without the assistance of machinery. In fact, I know of a perfect appropriately methodology for this group. A perfect appropriate methodology? We send some time out of our business schedule to tailor each test for each sinner of the LCB. That was pretty tough, I have you guys know. Tailor test for each sinners, huh? I don't really like the sound of that, if you ask me. We will utilize the spectacula and the distortion phenomenon. That doesn't sound much like some super innovative method you were building up to. What a letdown. Right, honestly, for all their talk, I thought they'll come up with something more impressive than that. Assistant? Alright, that's enough chatter, now get in here. Da-na, da-na-na, da-na. Oh, can only get two? Okay, do I want to use other ones? Do I have other ones? Do I really want, or?
청소 준비 완료?
Not really. Like, you're the only ones that I've purely leveled up, so it's gotta just have to
청소
be.
준비 완료?
Alright, well, I don't mind. We'll just figure it out. I might die horrifically though,
정리
but
작업
I'm fine.
시작합니다.
This is actually pretty fun though. Let's see. First, one on the blocks. Heathcliff has already begun flipping through the papers in his hands. What an unfamiliar sight. Right, you and you there inside now. Heathcliff, the assistant, pointed towards Hong Lu and Sinclair. Hello, 1, 2, test, am I coming through? As you must be well aware by now, the Pectula are entities that have failed to even distort. It seems like we'll be fighting the Pectula again. Oh right, I have a question. If something has been nagging at me the whole time since I arrived, aren't these tests basically just us killing people for no reason? They're all safely contained, which means that they don't possess any danger to anyone. Why he's being such a bleeding heart all of a sudden? Oi, we've been slaughtering countless scores of those sods, so what's the hold up now? Yeah, but we didn't have any choice back then, because we were on a mission and... Do you believe that taking a life to live is unlike taking a life for the sake of it? I do. I understand. It seems that human memory is, after all, made to be finite. Save for a few exceptional individuals, people are prone to misplace memories even from yesterday. So, who are they, Dante? Who do you believe they are? This group you lead. Given the expected communication difficulties between us, allow me to make this a multiple choice question. 1, family, 2, friends, 3, colleagues. I guess they're closest to colleagues. Dante says 3 colleagues. Hong Lu was practically squishing against the containment unit window, holding up 3 fingers. You must have heard us talking. Incorrect. It's none of the above. Truth is that they are sinners, not family, not friends, not colleagues, prisoners. I know, but the knowledge of something and the acceptance of it must be distinguished. I learned that people are prone to forgetting their place when the going gets easy, when life becomes comfortable enough for them to consider the luxury of timely meals to be a certain. Thus, I find these reminders to be quite useful. These sinners bound to Limbus company are still ferreted by the chains and shackles. Naturally, they have no access to such things as the right to refuse. Or would it be easier for you to accept that fact if I were to suggest that you consider this but a mere extension of your responsibilities? I know, they're sinners, but you can't talk to them like... translation are unnecessary. I think I get the picture of what was said given the atmosphere of the room. Dante, when you agreed to the contract, you must have made a deal of sorts to gain something to your benefit, am I correct? Your memories, your head, and your past. There must be so much that you would like to know, and perhaps your desire to get them back is what stops you from simply quitting. What I mean to say with this little demonstration is that no one in this room has any right to grumble or refuse. Faust, is he usually... Yes, this is his usual demeanor. Hello? I know I'm the one to talk, but you don't exactly have a lot of friends, do you? Those who rise above their peers tend to attract a certain degree of hostility from others. Now shall we begin? We are severely behind schedule. While the combatants do what they do, please pay attention to the following presentation about the peculiar projection onto the glass panel. This lecture has been prepared with the assumption that the students have an average level of knowledge. So if you consider this presentation to be boring or too difficult to understand, then you may consider your knowledge level to be below average. All this material seems quite elementary to me. Not sure what's so difficult about this. Yeah, save that for when the lecture actually starts. As you must already know, there are 7 categories of pecula. As far as I'm aware, the highest stage of pecula you observed was in the stage 3, so far at least. Wherefore didst thou utter a little murmur of "so far at least" at the end of thine words, good sir? Sharp. Well, it's simply we researchers have a habit of avoiding absolutes in all things. Never say never, so they say. So, you're not ruling out the possibility that we might be running into pecula beyond stage 3, huh? Indeed. We prefer not to put down such arbitrary limitations. Anyway, the first type of many pecula to be covered today is pecula ira, red peculum of wrath. The nature of fire to burn and burn until there's nothing left to be burned. I see. They are quite literally burning with rage. Now that I think back on it, didn't you express something like that before, Sinclair? I remember you screaming so fiercely that you could hardly control your own body. On the other hand, I don't think I've ever seen you get angry or upset, Honglu. That's because the realization of meaningless extinguished the reason for the spark to start a fire. Oh, I see now. No matter how much Heathcliff or Miss Otis bullies me, expressing my anger at them is meaningless at the end of the day. Okay, I did enjoy it a little when I had to accidentally step on Heathcliff's toes, but what exactly is the takeaway supposed to be here? Yes, that is exactly how it is. I'm starting getting a bit hungry. Alright, I think I'm probably gonna call it after this one, or maybe one after, because I'm getting a little hungry. Ooh, you be slow, but whatever. Come on, Yi-sang. Big fuck, I actually leveled up most of my... at least one idea for everybody. Alright, this is luckily not too difficult, and that's an absolute fucking waste. Okay, let's see. These two are... Yeah, this is fine. Wait, why? Oh, okay, yeah, no, this is fine. Then you only have 15, so... Put you on that one, because then you'll kill that one. Let's see. 42 is not here, and... Yeah, this is fine. Alright, we should be able to kill the first three. Are we just... Okay, for a sec there I was thinking, are we just clashing until eternity?
자, 진정하세요. 자, 이분은 이쪽으로 오고.
Luckily they didn't make this too hard, but maybe it'll slowly ramp up to being way harder. Oh, never mind. We have more waves to go.
이상 승객을 정리합니다.
Come on, Yi-Chang! Oh, that's not Yi-Chang, that's Hong-Lu. Fuck, I keep misspelling their names.
아하.
God, the damage is pretty terrible. God, I really wish that you had slightly better speed there, Sinclair. Well, that's the way it is. Okay, good. Okay, for a second there, I was kind of sad that we didn't get the stagger. It was really close. Oh. Alright, let's see. Let's see. You have 50-ish left. You're fine. We'll actually offset you. You're not ideal. I prefer something beyond the neutral, if I'm gonna be honest. 50 to... No, I actually have to use both of them. Holy shit. That's fine, though. If we can get you... No. Really hope for a stagger there.
자, 진정하세요.
Alright, got that one killed. Nice. I don't really care. Probably have to pay attention a little bit more, but I just don't really care about these fights specifically. I might start caring when we get to the final boss. Geez, that burn is slowly ticking away at me though. I have to be careful. Especially with these ideas that don't do too much damage, and we don't really have any healing. Hello. You're a lot stronger than I expected. Okay, I have to actually be careful here. Alright, let's see. Shit, Sinclair is way too fucking slow. Okay. Alright, this is fine though. This is absolutely fine. I'm sure we'll be fine. Alright, so luckily they do seem to be attacking Sinclair to some extent, so that's good for us. Okay. Alright, fuck. Okay, this one is Hong-Lu, okay. See if we can get... Okay, you're struggling, that's not ideal. And this one's also Hong-Lu. That one's dominating, so that's a little bit better. That one's Sinclair, that one is also Sinclair. Okay, can I... Okay, this one's neutral. It's better than nothing, I suppose. And then... Guess we'll offset you. There we go. This is fine. Actually, can I? No. I cannot do a... Do not do an ego. Oh. Okay, well. Guess this is fine. We'll just do the most damage. If target has +6 sync, it has 0 sync. Inflict 4 sync, inflict 2 sync, inflict... This is still the best option. Oh. Whoa, yeah, okay, yeah, no, that makes sense. Alright. Alright, let's hope this works out. I'm a little... Yeah, okay. Not ideal. Did you get staggered? Shit. Well, I might straight up lose here. Well, okay, I straight up lost there. Wow. Okay. Holy shit. Okay. I failed to actually think. Damn it.
이번엔 승객분들이 좀
That's fair.
과하게
Though. That's
날뛰셨네요.
fair. Fuck. Alright, well, I don't really feel like thinking too much right now, so we'll just continue this the next time. Oh, it's actually been exactly almost 2 hours, so that's actually ended up pretty well. Alright, well, I'll see you guys next time while I'm with some more Limbus company, and yeah, that's about it. See you later.